what's up? Welcome to Good Follow Show, presented by DraftKings. I'm Roz Goldon-Woode, and today we have a guest coming to us from Miami at the Unrivaled campus, the reigning 2024 Sixth Woman of the Year, newly of the Golden State Valkyries, and at Unrivaled, Team Laces. Our girl Tiffany Hayes is here. What's going on?
What's up? What's up? Be here. How you doing?
I'm good. You know, I'm always happy to see you and chat with you.
We're same.
One thing is for certain, Tiff, when it comes to you and hoops aside, I mean, we will certainly be getting to hoops in this interview, but one thing is for certain, you have been absolutely demolishing and killing the pregame walk-in fits. You are a fashion killer. So I think just to start this all off with an origin story, like you have your own fashion brand, Seyah. How did you get into fashion design and get a taste for this?
Well, I think it started a few years ago. I was teammates with my now stylist, Christina Nigwe, and she's definitely shown me a lot over the years, and I kind of got into it through her, and then just kind of fell in love with it and went on from there and getting into it. And for those of you who don't know, I retired last year, and that was kind of gonna be like my next love, like something else I wanted to be great at. So it's taking a lot of learning, it's taking a lot of traveling and getting to learn about a lot of fashion in different places. But I'm getting more and more into it. I'm not perfect or anything like that, but it's just something fun I like to do. I like to learn about it. So I think I got my start through that. Yeah, just working with Chris. So shout out to Chris.
Yeah, shout out to Christina Nigwe. We do love her, also a fellow Niger. But I've personally been watching a lot of Project Runway. And one thing that they talk about on this show is designers having a point of view. What is your point of view as a fashion designer?
My point of view is the first thing is comfort. You got to have comfort, and I think a lot of the things that we put together as a team is something that, well, of course, I have to agree on because sometimes she be putting me in things, and I'm like, whoa, let's like try to maneuver, move this piece here, do this with that. So I think my point of view, it definitely starts with comfort. If you're not comfortable, like just please don't put it on. And when you look comfortable, when it looks effortless, which it is most of the time because it's you guys coming up with things together, I think that's the way the best way to go about it. So I hope that answered the question. I don't I think that's
Yeah,
starts is comfort.
I think that's a really important word to start with because I think sometimes in fashion we don't think of comfort. I've also noticed that there's you work with textures, there's layers, leather, multiple different types of ties and all sorts of styles and designs. Like, what are the little details that you try to pay attention to when you separate yourself with your, fashion eye?
I mean, it's not only just about the pieces because the pieces are important. Like you'll start with it, maybe you'll start with a piece and then just build around it, or it's just like how those pieces fit together. I think a lot of the times you can have multiple pieces that you love but to put together, but it's the stuff that surrounds those as well. Like it's like a puzzle, like the pieces have to fit. So if you have a lot of pieces that you like, but it still has to, maybe these two pieces fit, but this third one, it might not fit with these, but it fits with this one. It's just I don't know. You gotta, like you said, point of view. It's your point of view really, because if you don't like it, then it's no use in trying to build around it anyways. Like I'm always in the mirror, I'll put stuff on and I'll take it off and go try another piece. I'll maybe keep the pants on, put another shirt. Like it's really just coming up with that thing when you see it's even about the shape. When I look in the mirror, like do I like the shape of this fit? Do I like how it shapes me? Do I like this color on my skin? Do I like this
Mm.
texture with this different piece of? It's a lot of different things you can go by, but at the end of the day, is when you look and you see the right shape, the right texture, the right form of your body, the right color in your skin. That's what you walk out the house with.
Yeah. Could you pinpoint your favorite outfit that you've worn so far at Unrivaled?
I like this recent one I had. I got this piece from China, the belt with the ties. I love that outfit, but
Uh-huh.
Like a lot of the stuff that I style with my pieces though from Seyah because I wear those like every damn near every game. There was one with the wavy pants that I wore, the tsunami, the black,
Mhm.
you know which ones I'm talking about. Um,
Yep.
that with also another sweater that I got while I was in China. They're just so ahead of the game with some of the things. Like some of the pieces I got out there are crazy, but I love that outfit too. There's a few. I got a few with my cost bag, you know, the infamous blue cost bag. I love
Mhm.
that piece, so I like styling around that piece, or me and Chris like styling around putting that piece together. I got a bunch, man. I can go on and on. Like I'm sure y'all got the pictures. Y'all gonna show
Yeah.
the videos and all that stuff. Like, there's where was the one where I wore
The leather vest?
the vest? Yeah, I love that vest, man. That's only that's like one of my like top pieces, like one of my favorite top pieces, and one of my only ones actually in my first collection. Doing that and layering that with things. I love playing around with that vest. You do so much with it. I've
Mhm.
been to ties lately. All of my fits that I've been putting with the ties. Love
Mhm.
so it's a bunch. I'm sure y'all will show everybody what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Yeah, yeah, no, and I mean, it's also clear in listening to you that you put in the work too. Like you've been traveling the world to find pieces. You talking about things you picked up in China. I think I saw you being photographed in Paris.
I was in Paris. Yeah, I've been to a lot of places. When I was in Hungary, I was able to go to some of the fabric stores out here. That they have some of the best fabric stores out there in Hungary. So I went out there and found a few fabrics that I like to work with as well. That's what all the pieces that we have. We literally go and find the different fabrics, and some you can't get some of those fabrics in America. That's why
Wow.
it's important for you to like get yourself out there, travel, go see. It's a lot of stuff over there that you just don't get here.
Absolutely. And you can see that in the different pieces that are coming out on your body at Asaya. One moment that was really clear for me was when you dressed Kate Martin. And Kate Martin came down the Unrivaled pregame Sephora tunnel walk, and I immediately recognized it as something to do with Tiffany Hayes. I swear, she came down. Everybody was talking about it on social media. Like, damn, Kate Martin has completely swagged herself out. Like, what a transformation for this rookie heading into her second year. And in my head, I was like, Tiff Hayes, I've seen this look before. I think that's the sign of a great designer where I can immediately recognize your point of view. So tell me about the process of Kate Martin coming out down the runway in your clothes.
Um, I mean, I just randomly asked Kate, like, hey, you want to, you know, wear some clothes this time? Because, you know, she really don't get dressed like that. And she does it in support of me. You know, she really don't like to get dressed. Like she's kind of shies away from it, but she does it in support of me. She always tells me that. So I appreciate her. And then just us coming up with the fit. Of course, me and Chris do it together. Like I'm not a stylist, but I can put my 2 cents in. So let's just get that. 'Cause like me and her will do it together if we do it.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same process we do with me. Like we were putting pieces on and off of her, like different things shape her different. They look different on her, different colors, look better on her than colors do on me. And I think that's what we came up with that. I think she did wear the brown, she wore the brown vest with um the tranquility pants, and I mean she just killed it. Just you can put it on somebody, but you still got to have the confidence to be able to wear it and walk down the runway and look good in it. So she definitely still killed it. We put it together real nice for her, and she killed it. So
Yeah. You know
wait,
what? Kate Martin got swag, huh?
that's swag, man. That's how I'm telling. She knows she got swag too. It's just whenever she wanna, you know, put it on display, she'll put it on display.
All right. You were also part of an incredible Woxer campaign, I Am Baller. It recently dropped. It was Brittany Sykes, it was you, it was Courtney Williams, Tasha Cloud was also photographed for it. And you know, Tasha's so funny, but she's publicly, come out and be like, hey, make sure there's representation for the poppies. Don't forget about the poppies, especially when the Skims campaign came out. And, here's this campaign where it's centered around you, Court, Britt, Tosh. Like, what does it mean to have that kind of representation where you guys are being photographed and it's powerful, it's sexy, it's all the things around this like Woxer campaign?
I mean, yeah, like Tosh said, the poppies got to get some love too. Like, we can't help that this is what we feel the most comfortable in. This is the stuff that we feel most comfortable in, and it's just so dope to be appreciated for what you're comfortable in, and you can make it look good, and you got people to your left and your right. Shout out to Sykes and Court. Like, we was out there having fun. Like, we really felt like we were professionals at a professional shoot. They had the umbrellas out there for us. They had the water out there for us. So we really felt like they took it serious and they took us serious as artists and people with a brand so that things really turned out really good. And I think we all are happy with how it turned out. So shout out to Woxer for sure. Like, that was a real fun shoot. And I think we definitely did our big one with it because it came out real dope.
Yeah, you guys definitely did your big one. Well, also, I mean, the main thing is the main thing, and you a hooper. So, let's take a moment to move to hoops because, you were out at NBA All-Star Weekend in the Bay Area. And I know for a lot of the Golden State Valkyries, that was kind of like the first time for a lot of players on that team to have the chance to come together, meet each other, see the facilities, all the things. So, like, what was the best part of going to the Bay during All-Star and meeting up with your team?
I mean, just being there in general, that was literally my first time being in San Francisco, like ever. Like, I had never been there before, so just being able to do that and go and learn about different places and being able to see like what kind of culture I'm about to be able to learn about is dope too. And then, like you said, I got to meet up with a couple of my teammates. KT was there at the time I was there. Kate was there. I obviously been with Kate, but I got to see Kate again. So it was cool. I saw Mo. Mo was there for a little bit. We got to hang out at the game. We hung out at dinner. Got to hang out with Coach again. Of course, me and her came from Vegas together. So it was a good time. And I'm glad I got to see a little bit of what I'm gonna get this summer. And I'm definitely grateful and I'm happy. Because I know it's gonna be a good time.
Well, actually, it's nice that you saw Mo Billings, who's a friend to our show. She comes on sometimes and co-hosts with us. It's really exciting what's going on in Golden State. What's it like heading to something that is so new, so fresh, clean slate? I mean, this is the first expansion team since 2008, and you are right in the middle of it.
I mean, I think the most exciting part is that there's gonna be a lot of firsts, and we are here in the beginning, and we get to dictate how it starts. We get to build the foundation and build the legacy of this team, like, and start right now. Starting from scratch, like all of us are coming in brand new to it. So we get to come together and figure out what we want this organization to be all about and go from there. And I think we get to grow together. That's the best
Mhm.
for me. So coming there all together and us getting to grow together, it's a great group of girls. It's a great staff already, a great organization to us already. So being able to grow with those people all around and grow this organization from the beginning, I think is the best part, obviously, to me.
Yeah, yeah. And you also mentioned like you have some overlap there with Coach Natalie Nakase coming from Vegas, you coming from Vegas. I'm sure that'll be a nice bond for the two of you. What are the conversations y'all are having with the familiarity?
I mean, just the same as we had before. Like, me and her kind of gelled when we were back in Vegas, and it was just kind of really about life stuff, life and basketball kind of mix. So she always tells me to be fearless. She always tells me to, you're a great leader. You can be that great leader. And if you know me, like, I don't really talk that much. I'm kind of to myself and shy, but I come to put the work in, and I'm kind of a leader by example. But she always tells me, like, you could be that vocal leader. Like, I believe in you. So just continue conversations like that. She's always putting a battery in my back. Like, I watch her being there and go to state right now, like doing all the things she's doing to bring the community together, bring the team together. And it's kind of motivation for me because, like I said, me and her had a lot of chats together, and knowing that's something that she's worked on too. So um, I'm happy to be experiencing this with her.
you have a really nice, exciting opportunity here for you. Like, and just listening to what coach is saying to you. I know you're 35 right now, right?
Mhm.
And, you know, at 35, you won sixth player of the year with the Aces. So, I mean, you're doing great things at this point in your career. And, you know, you look back on your time with the Aces and they've had a lot of change. They've lost players and coaches. Everybody's making some moves. They're going into a new chapter. And how do you kind of look back or reflect on your time with the Aces in that era where, you know, you were able to be the sixth player of the year?
Man, I love my time there. It just goes to show you, like, when you're around people um who have that championship mindset and is working hard, and it makes it easier for someone like me who is coming in off the bench, whether it's acceptable, whatever, to do what I need to do to help the team even more. That's kind of been my bread and butter, kind of my whole career in being that person. Because like I said, I'm gonna give by example. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna give 110 no matter what night it is. You know, you're gonna get that from me. And I
Mhm.
think just to be able to be seen for that finally in this league and on a team like the Aces, I think it was definitely a dope feeling. So
Mhm.
I had already told them I commend them for I mean, helping me achieve the award. Obviously, you got to have your teammates beside you to be able to win any awards like that. So, um, like I said, it was I was happy to be able to be rewarded for something that I thought I was so great at for so long, and it happened while I was with the Aces. So it was dope.
Yeah. You know, timing is an interesting thing in a life and a career journey. I mean, girl, you retired before the season from the WNBA and you came back. Why did you want to walk away?
I mean, it was a lot. It wasn't just a one thing type of thing, you know. I just wanted to, kind of enjoy the fruits of my labor. I was playing 2 seasons every year for the past 11, 12 years. Like it was, my body was speaking to me. I felt like I kind of lost a little bit of love for the game with the stuff that I had been going through the past 2 years. So it was a lot. Like it wasn't just a one thing that made my decision for me. But I mean, I got the call. I'm glad I answered the call. Um, went to the Aces, had a great season again. I always thought both of my seasons were good. My season after Connecticut, I thought was great to me, and I was happy with where I was ending things. Because I know I always give 110%. Like I could never be, dissatisfied with what I was doing out there when I know I always give my best. So I came back the next year with the Aces, did the same thing. I was satisfied with how I did things, whether I would have got the award or not. Like I would have been happy with the way that I was, the way that I came there, the way that I was happy, the way that I was playing. Like all of it just fit together perfectly. Um, so I mean that's what I plan on happening in this next chapter with going to the Valkyries. Just making sure I'm happy, making sure my head is on straight, making sure I'm always giving 110%, and just growing in that space of being that vocal leader for my team.
Yeah, I have a feeling with you, Tiff, your best is yet to come. And it just seems like so much of it is about the right timing and the right fit. And speaking of which, I'll get you out on this one. You know, let's finish with Unrivaled. We're talking about great fits with teams. You could have been assigned to any team at Unrivaled, but you get the Laces. And I know you guys were banged up at some point in the Unrivaled season, but just in time for the end, you guys get healthy. Like, and even throughout it all, you're spending time together. Like, what's been the best part of being assigned and set up with this team and this group of players on the Laces?
I think just the way that we gelled so quick with each other in the beginning, like it was crazy to see to me. I mean, I had known a lot of them. I think the only person that I hadn't played with is K-Mac before this. Um, but just learning how we all are, like we all a pretty chill group. We all kind of took on the role of the auntie group, the chill guy group. We play different music than everybody. We have different interests than every other team. Like it's just crazy that all of us just happen to get on, like literally every single person, like all of our music choices, like food, a lot of different things like we would have in common that nobody would think of. So I think that's been the best part because you're around people who are kind of like you in a sense. So it's like that almost comfort level in a sense. Like I think that's why we were able to gel together so quick. So I think that's been the best part, honestly, just being around like-minded people like me, like to do the same things as me, listen to the same music. We don't gotta fight over the aux like that.
What's the music choice and the food choices of the aunties and chill guys?
We love it's all chill stuff. Like we love a lot of Brent Fires, we love a lot of Blast, we love a lot of Tim's. Oh, just cool, chill stuff like that. It's not like we like a little bit of the new stuff too, but you know, we like to play old school music a lot. So we know we're not gonna get no backlash from anybody putting on old school. It's cool. It's like,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, no, in listening to that, I'm like, oh no, I'm clearly part of Team Aunties and Chill Glide because I like everything you just said.
definitely. We own that.
Well, it is what a comprehensive conversation. I could easily talk more, so thank you so much for the time.
I appreciate y'all. Thanks for having me on. This was real cool.